Here in this story, A Gift of Chappals, we will see the last part of the story. Let us see.
The music master came out of the house and took an unappreciative look at the three of them, sitting quietly under the tree, playing marbles. Then he searched for his chappals in the veranda, where he had put them. Lali, he called. After a few moments, she hurried up to him. Have you seen my chappals, my dear? I remember having kept them here.
Now, the music master came out after the music class. Then he looked at three children who were sitting under the tree and were playing marbles. Here, marbles is a kind of games played with stones. After he looked at the children without smiling face, he looked for his chappals in the veranda, the place where he had kept them. He searched for them for 1 or 2 minutes, and then, when he didn't find them, he called Lali and said, have you seen my slippers, my dear? I am sure I had kept my slippers here only. How are they missing?
Ravi, Mridu, and Meena silently watched Lali, and the music master searched every corner of the veranda. He scurried around, looking over the railing and crouching near the flower pots to look between them. Bryant knew they were. I went all the way to Mount Road to buy them. He went on saying, they cost a whole month's fees. Do you know? Soon, Lali went in to tell her mother. Rukumani appeared looking harassed with Pati following her. Where could they be? It's really quite upsetting to think someone might have stolen them. So many vendors come to the door, worried Pati.
While music master and Lali were searching for chappals, he began to say so many things about his chappals. He told her that, my goodness, I lost my chappals. They were banded once. I had gone all the way to Mount Road to buy them. The Mount Road is in Chennai. Do you know, Lali? My 1 month's salary was spent to buy them. The fact that they were an old slippers, we know very well. But Lali, Rukumani don't know about them. Whether they are old or new, even they are old, stolen is stolen. The music master was worried about his slippers so much, and therefore Lali went quickly in and informed her mother that music master's slippers were stolen. Rukumani and Pati came out immediately. Rukumani looked very harassed. Here, harassed means she was very worried or annoyed. Pati said, so many vendors come here every day. They might have stolen. Here, vendor means a person who sells things like food, newspapers. They might have taken, they might have stolen them. Now, how to find out? Let us see whether the music master got his slippers or not. Rukumani caught sight of Ravi, Mridu, and Meena sitting under the tree.
Have you children?
She began, and then seeing they were curiously quiet, went on more slowly.
Seen anyone lurking around the veranda?
A sharp V-shaped line had formed between her eyebrows. Another straight, tighter one appeared in place of her usually soft, pleasant mouth. Rukumani is angry, thought Mridu with a shiver.
She wouldn't be so upset if she knew about the poor beggar with sores on his feet.
She tried to tell herself. Taking a deep breath, she cried,
Rukumani, there was a beggar here. Poor thing had such boils on his feet.
After giving the slippers to beggar, 3 children were sitting under the tree and were playing a game called marbles. Rukumani was ashamed that in her house music master's slippers are stolen. Probably, she thought to herself, music master might think that she was a thief, and therefore Rukumani was very angry. Out of anger, a V shape was formed on her forehead, as you can see the picture. So she just looked at 3 children under the tree, and so she asked them whether someone was lurking here. What is lurking? It means waiting secretly. Mridu thought to herself and said, shivering, perhaps if Rukumani had known that the beggar had sores on his feet, she would not have worried so much. Here, sore means wound. Mridu took courage and told the truth to Rukumani. She said to her that there was a beggar whose feet were blistered. His feet were looking pink. We felt pity for him, and then we gave the chappals to him.
So,
Said Rukumani grimly, turning to Ravi.
you gave the music master's chappals to that old beggar who turns up here. Children these days,
Groaned Pati.
Amma, didn't you tell me about Karna who gave away everything he had, even his gold earrings? He was so kind and generous.
Silly, snapped Rukumani.
Karna didn't give away other people's things. He only gave away his own. But my chappals wouldn't have fitted the beggar's feet.
Ravi rushed brashly on.
And Amma, if they did fit, would you really not have minded? Ravi,
said Rukumani, very angry now. Here, Rukumani said to Ravi in an unpleasant manner. What did she say? So what? She perhaps shouted so much to Ravi because he was the elder one among them. Here, grimly means in an unpleasant way. She said loudly to Ravi, "You gave the chappals to that old beggar who comes here every day." Pati groaned. Here, what is groaned? It means she made long deep sound because she was also angry with the behavior of three children. Ravi didn't keep quiet for such behavior. He told his mother, "Amma, you have only told us that Karna had given everything to others, even his gold earrings. You have only said that he was very generous. We became kind to the beggar, Mom, like Karna. Dear mother, you have only told us that Karna gave his armor to God Indra, which was a blessing at his birth for him." "Stupid," Rukumani snapped. Here, snapped means she spoke angrily to Ravi. She told him that Karna gave his own things to others, not others' things. Like you gave music masters slippers to beggars. Ravi did not keep silent. He also went on telling to his mother. He said, "My dear mother, my slippers were very small. It wouldn't have fitted on his feet. And that is why I didn't provide him mine." And Ravi rushed brashly. Here, rushed means Ravi moved too fast, and brashly means aggressively or with anger. Here, Ravi also showed his anger to his mother and said, "Mother, if I had given my slippers to him, you would not have got angry or annoyed." Now, Rukumani became even more angry and said to Ravi, "Keep quiet, stupid." She hurried indoors and brought out Gopu Mama's hardly worn new chappals.
these should fit you, sir. Please put these on. I am so sorry. My son has been very naughty.
The music master's eyes lit up. He put them on, trying not to look too happy.
Well, I suppose these will have to do. These days, children have no respect for elders. What to do?
Rukumani's eyes flashed. She stood stiff and straight by the front door. It was clear she wanted him to leave quickly. When he had clattered off in his new chappals, she said,
Bridu, come in and have some tiffin. Honestly, how do you children think of such things? Thank God, your Gopu Mama doesn't wear his chappals to work.
as she walked towards the kitchen with Mridu and Meena. She suddenly began to laugh.
But he's always in such a hurry to throw off his shoes and socks and get into his chappals. As soon as he comes home, what's your mama going to say this evening when I tell him I gave his chappals to the music master?
Here, now Rukumani can't do anything. She can't beat her son Ravi. But what did she do? In order to escape from shame, she went inside the house suddenly and brought in new chappals. They were Gopu Mama's. Gopu Mama had hardly put on them. She gave them to music master. The music master put on them and became extremely happy, but he didn't show his happiness. Why did he become so happy? He became so happy because his slippers were shabby, scrawny, and old, but these were very new one. His eyes lit up. Here, lit up means the music master became extremely glad, and then he spoke bad about children. Listening him, Rukumani was very angry with him, and she stood stiff, straight near the door. You can see the picture how she was standing, and then she wanted him to leave her house quickly. Did he run away or what did he do? Let us see what happened next. The music master clattered off wearing new chappals. He was very happy here. Clattered means the music master moved his home back, making a loud noise on account of happiness. Perhaps nearly several hours were over, and then it was time for tiffin or lunch. So Rukumani called Mridu and Meena for lunch and said to them, "How can you think of such things, my dear? What will your Gopu Mama say when I tell him that I gave his chappals to the music master? Perhaps he would shout at me thoroughly. Anyway, let's see